This morning, Britain's Navy is monitoring a Russian destroyer and two other vessels. The convoy entered the English Channel without permission or notification. On Tuesday, the Royal Air Force scrambled fighter jets in a separate Russian encounter. Two Bear bombers buzzed the edge of British airspace. NATO war games are taking place nearby in Scotland. Charlie Daggett is outside the Russian embassy in London with the rising Cold War-style tensions. Charlie, good morning.
Good morning to you. We reached out to the Russian embassy this morning. We just got this response, quoting the Russian ambassador. This is a panicked reaction to a routine Russian Navy ship passing through the channel and proves that some people are disconnected from reality. The Royal Air Force scrambled two Typhoon fighter jets like these as Britain found itself responding to Russian close encounters on two fronts. The British warplanes intercepted two Russian Bear bombers that were skirting close to British airspace. Hours before, a heavily armed Russian destroyer and two support ships sailed from the Mediterranean through the English Channel. The British Navy deployed a warship, the HMS Argyll, off the coast of Plymouth to monitor the Russian ships as they passed. Both incidents came as British forces hosted NATO war games involving more than 50 ships and submarines from 14 countries. There's little doubt the blatant provocation comes right out of the playbook of Russian President Vladimir Putin, says political analyst Cliff Kupchan.
He likes to fly these old bombers over Western Europe, again, to rattle cages, to make people worry that he might undermine West European and Central European political stability in some way. So it's really an exercise of muscle flexing more than anything else.
For Putin, flexing muscle, military or otherwise, has proven a strategy that plays well at home. When British and French fighter jets were scrambled in a similar incident, Russian TV showed the pilot's point of view, flaunting the fighters just off their wingtips. And earlier this month, a U.S. reconnaissance plane like this was intercepted by a Russian jet north of Poland in what the Pentagon called unsafe and unprofessional maneuvers. A reminder, if not a serious military threat yet, that in Putin's world, Russia is still a global superpower with global reach.
I think this is going to be standard operating procedure for Russia as long as he's around, and he's not going anywhere.
In January, Britain had to summon the Russian ambassador to explain why Russian bombers were flying over the English Channel. They even had to reroute civilian aircraft to avoid the potential of a collision. Gail?
Charlie Daggett in London, we thank you.